All right, we're doing another hired request today. This is from that movie Arthur. Arthur's theme, Best That You Can Do, by Christopher Cross. And I really remember this song a lot from my youth, but so forth. Doing the intro here on the free part 1. Hello everyone, my name is Sean Cheek. Welcome to my easy piano lessons. I have a website called webpianoteacher.com. The rest of the lessons for this will be on the website for members. I always put the free part 1 on YouTube, and that's what this is. So we do complete it on the website. I also got probably more than 1,500 videos on there by now, but I add songs every week. Facebook is the best way to check up what I'm up to, just to get in contact with me. Just do a Facebook search for webpianoteacher.com. I'm also on Twitter. Name is WebPianoTeacher on there if you like to get tweets about when I add a new video or status update, whatever. So anyway, this is a hired request by one of my most faithful members I've ever had. This guy hires me from time to time. And just a great member, and I have several of you that are like that, and y'all just keep me going. So I wouldn't be able to do this job if that wasn't the case. So I appreciate all you people who buy membership to the website and hire me to do all these songs. It's great. So we're getting started here with you can put it, if you have a keyboard, you can use a keyboard sound. Just your typical generic electric piano sound would work. I'm just going to use the piano sound here. But let's start with the right hand. We start out with a D minor chord. We're going to start with an F above middle C on the pinky. Then we're going to go down to the thumb on the next F, and then up to A. Then we're going to do D and F together. Now the thing about, you have a bunch of notes here, but only a few of them are melody. This first one, not these two. This is D and F, hit that D hard. The A is not, but the C is melody, and then play an E with it, C and E. Then the A is not, but the B and D are important. So, hear how that sounds if you just go. Doesn't have the same effect. Got an accent here, 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 and here. Right on the left hand, we just have D, A, D, root octave fifth. So coming up here, and your hands are pretty low here on the piano, but we play together, together, together. And there's no big thing about the rhythm; it's just straight. Now, when we get to this measure, we're going to be holding the D and B over. It's tied over. And then the left hand is going to come in with G, and then D, and then F on the thumb right here. Okay? On the right hand, we're going to have G, B, D, G. That's G, B, D, G. Notice that's a chord. G, B, D, G. And then we go back down to the G on the thumb, and then to F, and then back to G on the thumb. Okay? So, and those of you who are wanting to hire me for stuff, you'll have to wait until I finish whatever batch of requests that I'm on. I take a group at a time. I finish that. I don't do anything else until I finish that batch, and then I'll take more. So it doesn't do any good to send me any requests until that time. I won't even look at them until I'm able to take more, because I just have to take them in groups like that. But be more than happy to do your song for you when it comes time. Just follow me on Facebook to realize that. But anyway, we start with left hand here, and then we're going to go together here, B, D, and then together here. And notice that will sound bites a little bit by itself, but in the in the heat of the tempo and everything, it will sound just fine. So we have 1, 2, okay, 1, 2. So put these two boxes together. We have. G chord, G7. You know, each measure will tend to be a certain chord. Now we're going to the C chord. All right. So here we're going to have C, G, C in the left hand. C, G, C. Bum, bum, bum. There again we have our root octave fifth. C's the root, G's the fifth away from the root, C's the octave away from the root. Okay. The right hand's going to have E, and then pick up with G here. And then we'll have middle C and E together, and then a G in between, and then a D and B, and then a G in between, and then a C and an A together. Okay? Now here we have this is melody, this is not. Don't play that too loud. This is not, this is not, this is. You have to have those accents. A lot of times when you're playing something and you're playing the right notes, and you know you are, and you think, well, it just doesn't sound like the way they're doing it. A lot of times it has to do with how you're playing it. The accents. Not all notes need to be hit hard. It's like if you're speaking monotone and you have no variant in your pitch up and down, then that's kind of boring and plain. You've got to have excitement, you know, and inflection, up and down in pitch. And how hard you hit each note matters, okay? So now let's put hands together here on this box. Okay, and no variant in the rhythm. To this point, everything is just straightforward. Da, 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 da. All right, so let's put all three boxes together on the bottom line together. Ready, go. This measure, and we're going to the F chord here. We look at the right hand, we have F, and then down to an A. We're going to have an A on the thumb each time in between, but the melody notes are the top ones, F, E, D, C. See that? And we're going to play an F in the left hand together right here, and then a C here. Okay? Alright, let's go ahead and go to the next measure here. We're going to go to a B flat. Sounds cool, huh? Really neat. You're going to have to pedal this one here, though. Okay, if you go, it's really going to blur if you don't, that G sharp, it's going to not mix. So make sure you pedal right there. D, and then F. And F will be our in-between note that we've been talking about. So we're going to have D and B flat together, and then there's the F in between, and then C and A, and then F in between, and then going to a E major chord, which is E, G sharp, B. So we have the G sharp on the top, B on the bottom, make the sixth. Alright, so this is a low B flat and a high B flat on the left hand. So you play this together. Ba, 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 ba. So change your pedal there, and while you're holding that one, then you come in with the E on the left hand, and then the right hand's going to go. And if it seems sometimes like my board ones are almost complete, but I don't quite finish, yeah, I do that on purpose. So people will buy, you know, maybe to finish the thing in your mind, you'll get a membership to the website. I don't know. So, and then sometimes it just works out that way. So, anyway, it's one measure. You can figure it out. You can get this far. So E, G sharp, B, D, B, G sharp, E. It's an E7 chord, and it goes up, and then it comes down. Okay, now this is a low E, and then the D on the thumb is right here, right there, lines up. Okay, I'll give you a hint on the next measure. It's an A chord, A major, so maybe you can figure it out from that. Of course, when you have a chord on the right hand, you want to be in position for it, get all your fingers where they need to go, and then feel free to hold the notes down. It helps you feel it under your fingers. It's like a guitar player does when they hold a chord in the left hand. Just feel the whole thing, even though the pedal's down. Alright, now let's do the whole deal here on board 1 at a moderately slow tempo. Let's do that. Ready, and... I hope you enjoy that. See you on the website for the rest of this song.